Speech is not something I'm good at. I need to practice it more. NTE was weird, right? First, I was excited for it, but then they showed Ananta, and I was more excited for Nanta. But now, because of all the promotional push for NTE, and I'm seeing it everywhere, I'm again excited for NTE. And I'm actually interested in this, NTE versus Ananta thing, because now that Ananta is announced, that NTE is there's like a fire. There's like a fire under them. And they need to release the game before Ananta. I think for the time being, they are ahead, right? Because their game probably has had more time to be developed. And it's probably closer to being finished than Ananta. Being first matters a lot. If you look at previous games, Genshin still benefits from the buff of being the worst, right? Like there have been better games than Genshin that have come out, but just because it came out first and it was able to hook people in, people still have like that attachment to it. So for NTE versus Ananta, I think the biggest factor is going to be the one who comes out first. And for now, it looks like NTE is going to come out first. How much is NTE going to benefit from releasing before Ananta, or if Ananta is going to pull a fast one and maybe release like on the same week or within the next month or something like that? I do wonder like how it's going to be. Now, I will be fully honest. Ananta sounds more exciting than NTE to me. Now, the only reason for that is because of the fact that Ananta has no gacha for characters, right? So Ananta just has like cosmetics. That's it. Like their whole gacha stuff is not gacha, but paid currency stuff is cosmetics, costumes, and stuff like that. Every character is free, and you switch between characters. So it's not like you have a party of characters and they're just like following you around. It's more like each character has their own life, their own story, and they have different perks, and you can switch between them, like just like GTA 5 basically. It's like a literal copy paste from GTA 5. So that, and also Ananta seems to be like copy control C control V every like popular gameplay uh, trick mechanics, like Spider-Man web swinging, Sleeping Dogs combat, GTA style cops, and all that, and GTA style character switching. So as a concept, Ananta seems way more interesting. Although to be fair, I don't think we have seen proper Ananta gameplay. Like you see like controlled aspects of it, but nothing to the same level as NTE's open beta, right? So not open closed beta. So Ananta, on in theory, should be better than NTE. But I think this is just hunch, right? Speculation. I think NTE will have a more consistent world with a better story than Ananta, because the problem with trying to do everything at the same time is that you can't put your focus on one thing, right? Like if you have Spider-Man's web singing and then GTA 5 car driving and shooting, you can't focus in on the web swinging and make it like cool, right? It'll just be like a placeholder, like not placeholder, it is still cool, but it won't have much depth, if that makes sense. But NTE, because NTE seems to have a more consistent theme than Ananta, right? Ananta is just like a open world sandbox with everything. It's kind of like Gmod, right? Like I feel like someone could put a mod into the game and you would. It even has like Sleeping Dog style hacking. Like it just feels like it's everything. NTE has this theme of city with like a dark, kind of like dark. What do you call it? What's the word? Magical, supernatural. Yes, a vibrant city with a supernatural underground to it, like a supernatural thing underneath it, supernatural underbelly. And that concept is really cool because the contrast of I guess you could say a bland metropolitan city with like the colorful outburst of like demons and stuff. It's very cool. It's very if I had to compare to something, it's very my brain is fried. This is what I mean. I need to like practice speaking a lot more because I'm so bad at it. It affects me in my personal life too, but it reminds me of Dandadan, right? What makes Dandadan cool is like one moment it's just like a normal school, normal day, normal city, and then the next moment it's like, oh my god, it's like a outburst of colors, it's like crazy stuff, aliens and demons, and that contrast is something that personally I really like. It's one of my criticisms of things like Wuthering Waves and Genshin, where, oh god, I know that this is going to be a touchy-feely subject. I almost feel afraid to say anything bad about these games because I feel like people will not like it, but try to understand. It's not in a bad way. I do like these games, but I think what I'm trying to say is I'm a bit fatigued by the supernatural medieval fantasy world, right? Like Wuthering Waves has like almost steampunk. No, I don't even know if it's steampunk. It's not post-apocalyptic. That's what Wuthering Waves is like. Like an apocalypse happened and now the world is recovering, but we don't know what's going on. So they have like lost technology and stuff, right? But when I look at like a city in Wuha or Genshin, it doesn't feel like a real city. Does that make sense? It feels like an amusement park that's like supposed to be a city. Like, how do I put this? Okay, when I play GTA, right, and I see the roads and I see the cars and I see like people walking around, I can kind of imagine them like living there, right? I can be like, oh, this is this guy's house. He might drive from where, take this route, go to work. There's traffic at this point during the day, that kind of stuff. But when I look at a city in Genshin or Wuha, it seems almost like a theme park, right? Like Mondstadt. I cannot imagine someone living in Mondstadt. Does that make sense? Like it just seems like a facade. Or if you want to speak of like Wuthering Waves, I will be honest, I'm not caught up with Wuha. I think I stopped right after they entered the right after Lupa's arc. I finished Lupa's arc and yeah, I'm way behind. Yes, I know. But even that city, right, that Colosseum, the city surrounding the Colosseum, like a Colosseum in the middle of the city and the city is built all around it, it just it's a cool it's a cool vibe, right? It's very like mythical and fantastical and all that. But I cannot imagine someone living there, like with the elevation, with how much like road they'd have to walk. Like when I look at the buildings, I can't tell what is supposed to be someone's house, what is supposed to be like a shop. It just looks like I get the vibe, right? I get what they're going for. It's just that it's been done so much that I am kind of like a bit out of it, right? So for me, with NTE, right? So remember at the start I said Ananta like spikes my curiosity more than NTE, and I told you why, right? It's because there's no gacha, there's really like customization for characters, and it seems like each character has their own life, and they're not just like a accessory to your party. But with NTE, because it has like it's nailing down on one concept, I think it can have a bit more depth in the world it tries to create. And for me, more than anything, the most important thing is going to be how lively they can make the city look, right? Like when I'm just walking along the city, would I feel like when a car passes by me, will I look at the car and think, oh hey, that guy's going to work, oh hey, that guy must be coming back from work? Or will I just think, oh, it's just a prop? The liveliness of the city, I think, is going to be the core part for NTE, where if NTE pulls that off correctly, it can probably even outmatch Ananta. I would even say something that Ananta's movement tech is actually kind of bad. What do I mean by this? Like, if you could Spider-Man swing through the city, why would you ever drive a car? Why? NTE, while the characters have abilities to like climb buildings, like so far from what you've seen, while they have the ability to climb buildings and stuff, a car is still much faster, like much faster and versatile than any ability a character has. And they need to be careful to maintain that because, like I said, that groundedness to the city, that's going to be their biggest strength. And that groundedness contrasted with the supernatural is going to be the selling point of this game. Anyway, these are just my thoughts. I like to ramble. I have trouble starting to talk. But once I talk, I like rambling. And I'm just going to be rambling, kind of going in circles on the same thing again and again and again. I don't want to do that, but I hope NT turns out to be good. I hope they don't just, do the whole thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to try to make characters who can traverse across the world as fast as possible. I'm going to put 1 million teleport points everywhere so that you don't have to use a car or anything. Like, I hope they will kind of push you to be immersed in the city, right? Like drive around and do stuff. We'll see. And hopefully these games come out soon. I'm so tired of waiting. I feel like this entire year is just to wait. I'm waiting for. So for me, I'm waiting for First Light, the 007 game. I'm waiting for Batman Lego, the Lego Batman game. That's in like 5 months. I'm waiting for GTA 6, obviously, right? That's like end of the year. I'm waiting for NT. That's who knows when in this year. And then I'm waiting for Ananta, which again, Ananta is just like, Ananta is just, I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah, this whole year just feels like a big wait for something big to happen. Hopefully, uh, it's worth it. And so far, so good. As for me, I'm gonna, I'm to give you a timestamp on when this thing was recorded. Gigak is just started his live stream for the NTE closed CBT. So I'm literally just watching that. He's watching like some trailers now. So I'm gonna go continue watching that while yeah, something good happens. Anyways, bye. See you. And also I'm gonna try speaking more because I have trouble speaking. I need to fix this. And I found that this is actually a good way to do it. So yeah, yeah. Please stick around.